Fire, 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 fire.
Skylines 2, chat! Who here has played Skylines? I played Skylines 1 or 2, I can't remember. Alrighty. Skylines 2. Holy shit, my ears.
Hello, sir.
He's a real American pissing on homeless people. He is part of New York. Look, there's the bridge.
Wait, hey! Hello again. Welcome to Poopville.
He's a Kiwi? I had no idea it was a Kiwi. What the fuck?
A few weeks ago, the wonderful people over at Paradox Interactive gave me access to an early build of City
Or
Skylines
is
2.
it Australian?
And then, they put me on a crane. We'll talk about that later.
What?
In City Skylines 2, you build cities, construct
Obviously.
townships, move people around with mass transit networks, and try your absolute hardest
Hazel
to
the
not murder hundreds of thousands of people with a tsunami. Of poo. Since this is an early pre-release of the game, only a select few people can actually play it, which gave me a devilish idea. Without too much effort, I can probably make the largest city the game has ever seen.
Wow.
And then I can commit unspeakable atrocities upon my glorious creation.
I do feel like people have some sort of innate attraction to destroying things after you beat the game, because I remember when I was a kid, you'd play like Sims 2 and 3, and then you'd get bored and start killing your Sims.
So,
It's like the same thing, but boy
let us begin.
mode. Boy mode.
Wanting to start things off properly, I began the game with tutorials. Move with these keys, tilt the camera with these keys, build roads like this. Zoning. And before I knew it, I had built
Tasty
the beginning
zoning.
of a small town, burgeoning with life, ready to take on the future, inhabited by the brightest of a new generation. A town.
It's so very American. There's just no sidewalks anywhere. You're just living on the road.
of bustling opportunities.
Look at these sidewalks. Unwalkable. No! Ah! Is that a pee-pee? Ah!
Yep. That's
That's a pee-pee.
yeah. Unlike the first game, I had no limit on the amount of terraforming I could do, which meant I could do things
Nice.
like
I
this.
mean, are you really a human being if you don't make a pee-pee?
Yes. For the city's road network, I had conceived an incredible solution to traffic. Triangles. This amazing technology makes every single intersection in the city 6 ways. You might think this is very stupid,
Yeah, it is. Dude, I would actually have a heart attack.
and it is, but what's even stupider is this type of intersection actually exists in real life. And where else would it
Nah.
exist than beautiful, sunny Los Angeles?
Of course it would. Holy crap.
The real intersection is even worse than these ones though, because it doesn't have any traffic lights. Just 6 stop signs.
Just figure it the fuck out, man. I would die. I would avoid this like the plague.
What the fuck? With traffic 100% solved forever, I could move on to more important things, like schools, police
Wait, does that say Institute of Gooning? You know what? I approve.
stations, water infrastructure, fire stations, and most importantly, somewhere to put all the poo. How about, here. Once the poo had been successfully routed into the poo-cano, it was only a matter of
Nice.
time
The Poo-cano. I like where this is going.
until it filled. Well, a matter of very long time. I spent about another hour on the city, and by then it had filled to about here. Not very high. And
No.
that meant it was time to drink. Placing a water pump inside the poo-cano resulted in fresh poo being delivered directly to people's taps.
What's that town that has like undrinkable water? I forget. Yeah, it's like the same thing. The forbidden. Yeah, Flint, Michigan. Yeah, that's it. It's just Flint, Michigan roleplay.
Which caused the entire city to either pack and
Mexico.
leave.
You can't say. I mean, you're right, but you can't say that. Like Mexicans, I know. I've had friends go to Mexico and they have They had really bad tummy aches and people yelling at them not to drink the water. We know. We know. We're not being weird. Why not? I'll get canceled, chat. I'll get canceled.
Or die. Well, Poopville was no more.
Poopville and Dick Kano.
And with that, we move on to attempt 2. Gentlemen, welcome to Peniston.
Peniston? Yippee!
This city went a little better than Poopville. A little. This time, I spent a bit longer learning the basic principles of the game, and examined things that had been changed from City Skylines 1. Things like much larger, really nice looking service buildings, like this coal plant.
Yay!
Or this landfill. I checked out the new zoning, pedestrian-only streets, the grid tool, and of course, radio announcements telling you what's going on in the city.
The commercial district is booming.
More radio announcements.
So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
And my personal favorite,
I do like that. That's fun.
There's a widespread concern over fears that an insidious underground criminal organization has seized control of the area.
Recent
Is this real? Is this real? This is kind of cute. I like this.
crime stats confirm that the crime wave has certainly gripped our region. And it's
Yes.
showing no signs of letting up.
I don't know. It's gonna.
I don't like
Of course, he draws a pee-pee.
the sound of that, Glenda.
We'll be back
Oh,
after
he's
this.
pressing on it too.
oh, fuck! All of this was great. So, I, flattened a bit of land and got to work on the next area. I did a bit of bus stuff, zoned a bunch of housing, built these terrible, awful roads connecting everything, and then people started drinking poo again.
Nice. Of course. What else would it be? What else would you drink but poo?
Goddamn shit. Attempt 3. Before attempt 3 began, I had a few things to do. Namely, fly all the way to Germany, hang out for a few days, and then get hoisted 50 meters into the air
That's awesome.
by a crane. Now the
Wait, no. Okay, hold on. No. No, I'm okay. I don't want to be lifted.
in position, it was time to begin our fabulous new city. When naming
I'm okay. No, I'm good.
this new city, I tried to think
You
of
afraid of heights? No, I'm afraid of dying. No, I actually don't hate heights. I'm okay.
a name that inspired greatness.
I don't
A
have
name that
vertigo or
made me think.
anything. I'm okay.
Gentlemen, behold, the grand city of...
Poo!
This time, I wasn't going to keep messing around. This time, I would research the...
Is that how you get out of your house? I hate that, like, one guy said out of your house, and then a guy literally 2 seconds later, maybe not even a fraction of a second later, said, I thought that's how they get you out of bed. I hate that you two motherfuckers literally typed it at the same time, man. Why are you scared of cranes, Alana? That's how they get you out of bed, you dumb bitch.
ins and outs of city building, and I would construct a wonderful, perfect, flawless utopian city. So first things first, I did some research. And with that research completed, here are my findings.
Okay.
So, we
I
want
like
to build
that.
the largest possible city. A city that has an extremely high population, all buying
Ooh.
products, driving their car, and most importantly,
Okay.
pooping out their butt. Well, to
Aren't they making a skibbity toilet movie, man? Like, Hollywood's actually producing one? I hate that so much.
get to that point, our
Let's
new
get
city of
reminded.
couldn't just be a huge grid with nothing but apartment buildings. Believe me, I tried. No one moved in. This city needed to be attractive. People had to actually want
Rizzed.
to move in. And that substantially complicates things. So, why would a citizen want to move here? Well, maybe they've got a good job, or the amenities are nice, the shops sell cool stuff, the city services are reliable, it's safe, there are dudes that be selling that good Zaza, plenty of crack, a nice, pleasant location to gamble away my kids' college fund, hookers on every street corner. The reasons one might want to live in a city are truly endless. So we have to try to accommodate as many as possible. First and foremost, they need somewhere to live. So let's build some roads, zone them for low-density residential, and wait.
Yay! One guy!
Hooray! Our
One guide!
first citizen.
That's kind of how you feel when you turn on stream and there's a random guy in your chat. Yeah, I did that.
The Pooh Man.
Oh, come on, dude. This guy's
If I wanted the Pooh Man to actually stay in this city, I needed to build a few service buildings. A groundwater pump for pumping groundwater. A windmill for milling wind. An industrial sector for people to work at. And then I had to decide on a place to put the Pooh. Yeah, I'll put it here. Once that was all done, I zoned a few more things, and then just
You really had to think about that one, huh?
sort of sat back and watched my creation do its magic. I even found a dog.
Bar.
Oh, he's chocolate. He's a poo dog.
And there we go. Our first milestone. This milestone unlocked a few new service buildings. I placed down a medical clinic, a cemetery, an elementary school, a landfill. The city of was definitely making me go With the city now growing quite quickly, came even more unlocks. Roundabouts, fire stations, police stations, higher density housing, specialized industry, and before I knew it, had reached 1,000 population.
Ooh, that's big.
Nighttime in this game looks quite nice. Now, the build I was playing on was quite an early one, which meant it came with a few bugs here and there. My favorite of which being gas stations with
roaches.
Rather powerful lights.
Wait, that's actually so fucking good.
So, what next? Well,
what it's like to drive in front of a truck, bro.
now the city had reached 1,000 population, I had to do something truly awful. I had to start thinking. You see, in the first game, all big cities had one common struggle: traffic. If I wanted the city to be truly huge, I had to get on top of traffic before it became an issue. So of course, I did some more research. Holy shit. Roads. Roads on
Ironically, this isn't Skylines and like games like it, like SimCity and all that shit, should be studied by people who want to build cities. I genuinely think that. Because there are so many instances of population booms within, like, real life that aren't, you know, like Barcelona, for example, is a really well-built city because of how it's structured and stuff. And Moscow with its, like, metro system as well, and, like, public transport shit. They're just public transport propaganda. They're not, man! Americans, wake up! We do not need unwalkable cities! I'm sick of that shit. I hate that. I hate that in America you can't fucking walk anywhere.
the surface may seem simple enough. Get them wrong, and disaster will follow. So, how do you not get them wrong? Well, by following a few basic principles of
Like you can walk. Mods!
road networks. First being, roadway
I
hierarchy.
hate you.
You probably already have a vague idea of what this means. Obviously, a highway has a pretty different purpose than the road that goes to your house. The hierarchy goes like this: highways, then arterial roads, then collectors, and then local roads. They don't necessarily need different numbers of lanes or higher speed or really anything distinguishing them. The distinction is more about where they are in the network than what they actually look like. Each step down the hierarchy trades off mobility, or how fast you can get from point A to B, with access, or how many things you can put on that road. Local roads have the highest access, but lowest mobility, while highways have the highest mobility with the lowest access. Speaking of highways, hey, there's a highway right there.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
Back to the city of... You can see that these basic road principles have already been used. This road
cool.
here is an arterial road. We've got some collectory looking dudes off to the side here, and all our houses are placed nicely along local roads. Next up, another neighborhood. An arterial road up here, and...
I really needed this when I was a kid playing SimCity, chat. I made so many fucking cities, and eventually I just didn't know how to build them because it just like exploded with traffic. I'd always give up. Yeah, I kind of wish I knew this.
Wonderful. As our city grew larger, we unlocked even more stuff. This stuff is quite important, since we need to keep our citizens happy so more move in. In order to keep our citizens happy, I had devised a devious plan.
Uh-oh.
Fuck that. With the city sufficiently lathered in parks, I could add more stuff. An industrial area here, some mixed-use developments over here, a college here, an experimental pedestrian-only street with shops over
Why did he say why did that play when he said college, excuse me?
here, and before I knew it, 5,000 population.
Wow!
At this point in the game, issues start cropping up, like our cash flow is still negative, or there's a little bit of traffic, or there's a giant forest fire bearing down the city.
Oh no!
Yeah, After all,
It's
that's
just like
fine.
California.
We're going to take the noble path and completely ignore it. You see, in City Skylines, road design and layout will only get you so far in fighting traffic. The best way to stop jams is for there to be no cars there in the first place.
True.
Gentlemen, it was
So we destroy the cars, right?
time to busy ourselves with public transit.
Yay! You know what's funny? He's talking about public transit, but Australia unironically has one of the worst. Yeah.
At our small scale, we only really have the capacity to add buses. So we'll add some buses. I remember first playing City Skylines 1 and spamming the shit out of buses absolutely everywhere. Doing this resulted in bus lines that look something like this. Now yes, this line does in fact service a lot of people, but if you live here and want to go here, instead of the bus going straight there, it goes
You literally go the entire route.
here, then around here. And then
Was that you? No, like actually though, chat. I lived in a place like that and I fucking hated it. New Zealand has that problem too. Yeah. Yeah, you had to go through the whole fucking thing to get to the destination, even if it wasn't like super duper direct. It sucked.
and finally arrives here. This system is dumb.
It's bad.
It's far better to have a bus that just goes from one point to another in the city and then stops in between.
Yep.
With that said, here's my first bus route. It takes people from the apartments to the industrial area and back. Simple.
That's good.
Now, of course, the
Good
whole
job.
point of doing this is to allow people to get around without using their car. The vast majority of people, when given the choice between a bus and a car, all else equal,
A
will
bus.
almost always choose a car. This is great if you want your city to look like this, but I don't. So we need to make the bus a viable
America!
alternative. We can do this with bus lanes to prioritize bus traffic, or by not providing parking near the destination so they can't drive there. What's more important, however, is that the public transit system has layers to it. Public transit isn't just buses. It's also trams, metro, ferries, trains, and even aircraft.
Wow.
All these systems should mesh together to provide a viable alternative to just getting in your car and driving to your destination. The end result? Well, hopefully, not this.
Oh my god, where is this, China? Oh my gosh.
With the beginnings of our public transit network laid out, came rezoning. If I wanted the city to be the largest the game had ever seen, these single-family homes were no good. In their place, I zoned for mixed use, which are just apartment blocks with shops on the bottom. Instead of housing 4 or 5 people, mixed-use developments can house 60 to 80. Of course, I couldn't rezone everything at once, so I just did it gradually. Bulldozing Grandma's house, only every so often.
Yeah. See ya, Grandma.
With more population, once again, came more unlocks. This time, we'd unlocked the office space. Why work in a dangerous, hazardous manufacturing job when you can just sit on a computer and slap a
Again,
keyboard
must
for
be.
8 hours a day? Hey, wait a minute. Offices have a few
Hey!
advantages over industry. The important one being, they don't produce pollution. This means that we can place them wherever we want. They also employ a higher proportion of educated workers. This is good when your city has a high level of education. Mine doesn't, but it's nice to think
No future.
that maybe someday it will. In the meantime, though, the citizens needed to be put back to work.
Get back to work,
In
slaves!
particular, we needed more industry. Perhaps like this chemical plant building thing, which looks really cool and want to drink whatever funny liquid it produces.
His editing is kind of low-key crazy. He's crazy with it. His editing's fucked up. Yay! Tasty. Wow. He's tripping balls, chat.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, is he
In that time I
hungover?
spent doing
Oh.
whatever it was that I was doing, the city had managed to pass the 15,000 population milestone.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and I was still on the crane. Guys, it's been a long time. Guys, can you please let me down, please, guys? Everything in was going perfectly. The commercial district was
The commercial district is booming as the air
industry was on the rise.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when it is,
A housing shortage was driving up prices
a
in the area.
housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
Oh my god, yes, I get it. Do these radio announcers ever shut the fuck up?
No, Martin, we don't shut up.
Oh.
Martin, time is running out. The citizens demanded Martin. The citizens want poo. Martin, the Poocano is calling.
No, why are you
Martin.
saying this?
The
No, this isn't
Poocano-
right.
No! Stop listening to the voices!
Stop, please. Stop.
Martin,
Stop, please.
Martin,
Please stop.
Martin,
Go away.
Martin,
No, what are you talking about? I like this thing. No, please. What are you talking about? No, I don't want to fight with poo. No. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Well, I hit this new milestone.
Yay!
Built this bridge thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Martin.
Okay, well, maybe we should try a port. You know, because it's got like the funny. You know, the funny. You know, the funny water vehicle. You know, the funny. So I made a port. Now the city has shipping access.
Yay!
Hooray!
Amazon!
Okay, how about a train yard and some trains? Alrighty, bam, trains. A stop over here, a stop over here, some tunnels connecting them all, this cool train bridge thing. Nice.
Wow.
How about a metro? Metro stations,
That's cool.
tunnels, metro lines. The attractiveness of was truly off the charts. And in the next couple of
Yay!
hours of playing, the population ballooned from 15,000 to 50,000 people.
Wow.
This,
That's a big
once
town.
again, unlocked a swath of new high-density buildings. So to cram even more people into my...
What does it say? European style? What?
This, once again, unlocked a swath of new
European style large apartment buildings.
high-density buildings. So to cram
Euro
even more
squished
people
like
into my more and more limited
sardines.
space, I zoned a bunch of high-rises. Was well on its way to city glory.
Wow.
But this huge influx did in fact cause a few issues. Namely, traffic. With so many people moving in all at once, car traffic coming into the city was truly huge. So to combat this, I came up with a genius idea. A wonderful, pleasant, beautiful urban highway. Currently, there's only one access point into the city, but with our wonderful new urban highway and this cool bridge, there was now two.
Oh.
Okay, highways are cool and all that, but what's the best way to merge a highway with another road? Gentlemen, it's time to dive into the wonderful world of interchanges. So, you're an urban planner, and you've got a problem. You've got this big road going this way, and another big road
I'm
going this way.
learning, Chan.
How do you join them together? Well, with an interchange. There are
Oh, I was just so aggressively American too.
several to choose from, and they
Big
all serve
interchanges.
slightly different purposes. Trumpet interchange, three-way directional interchange, single-point urban interchange, cloverleaf, partial cloverleaf, diverging diamond, and everyone's favorite
Wow.
concrete abomination, the stack interchange.
This is my favorite one, dude.
Some of these interchanges
just
are meant for
so
moving
fucking
traffic from one
stacked.
highway to another, like the stack interchange,
Beautiful.
while others are made for taking traffic off the highway and putting it onto a more accessible road. This is what we want for our new highway. So for this job, I chose the diamond interchange. Well, a pretty basic and honestly shit version of one, but a diamond interchange nonetheless. I repeated this basic shit design down the length of our wonderful stretch of road and ended up with this. Once that was done, it was time
I've
to build
seen
a cool
worse,
bridge
Chad.
all the way back to the mainland and connect it up to the highway down there. This requires another interchange. Hooray! For this job, we're using a three-way directional interchange. As the title says, it's three ways, directional, and an interchange.
It looks kind of like a... Never mind, I'm not gonna say it. If you're not a virgin, you know. I
Yeah.
should call her!
Anyway, with that place down, this wonderful new section of highway is open for business. And you know what that means?
That's why men like women so much. It gives birth to the city? Wow. Whoa, Mr. Biology over here.
More expansion. More expansion, of course, meaning huge influxes of new people. In just a few hours, the city managed to go from 50,000 population all the way up to 90,000. Huge swaths of new people making their way into the city via our new highway proved very quickly that the interchanges I had designed were in fact very bad.
Yeah, they're
I
not
should feel
good.
bad about it. Fucking idiot, fucking stupid dumbass. Not to worry though,
Aw.
because one of my intercity
rough
trains
on
I had the
himself.
foresight of building was doing some serious heavy lifting. A couple of them were even full, holding 800 passengers each.
Wow.
All all 800 of which got off
Japan!
at one station, causing this wonderful cascade of bodies to come flooding out, filling the streets like some sort of gelatinous liquid. Beautiful.
Oh no. That music sounds really familiar, chat.
And with that, more expansion. I built more neighborhoods, and more thousands of people flocked to me. Tram lines, highways, thousands of spaces for new buildings. It was only a matter of time before the population skyrocketed yet again.
Uh-oh, now we're walling
Yeah,
again.
except it, didn't. For whatever reason, people had decided enough was enough, and they didn't want to move in anymore. What's worse is, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why. Mousing over the citizen happiness meter revealed that citizens in my city were having a wonderful time. Lots of wealth, reliable city services,
But I see it, unreliable mail service.
and no poo in the drinking water. Yet. This city was just good. So why then
It's all right.
was no one moving in? During this whole time of expanding the city, I had assumed that offices are just plain better than industrial areas. You see, offices can be placed anywhere, so I'd just been placing them wherever I pleased. Typically, right next to residential, so people wouldn't have to travel far for work. Unfortunately, there's a limit.
Oh.
At some point, people get sick of their keyboard slapping and need manufacturing jobs. So I gave them what they wanted, and holy shit, a nice influx of tens of thousands of people. I passed over 100,000, then over 150. People were literally dying to get to my city.
No
and predictably,
way!
the
Industrialization, bros.
traffic was really bad.
We
I
yearn
expanded
for
so
the
much that I filled up
mines.
the barrier island. I expanded down to the mainland, filling it with a huge, expansive suburbia. I built over 100 elementary schools. The population grew still. I built these cool university buildings. The Large Hadron Collider, this needle-looking thing. And the population grew still. International airport, more suburbia, nuclear energy, more industry, trams, trains, more suburbia, highways,
Let's
skyscrapers,
go.
incineration plants, more suburbia, infrastructure of all shapes and sizes. The city grew, and grew, and grew.
Wow, dude.
And here we are, fellas.
This is BlackRock's dream, chat.
300,000 citizens. I'm pretty confident this is the largest city ever built in City Skylines 2.
So far.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Is he gonna put poo in?
What are 300,000 people good at? Maybe making a lot of money, or using lots of incineration plants, or
Oh no. Oh no.
perhaps producing lots of digital goods. Yes, they are
I'm
good at
scared.
all of those things, but
Much.
they're most good at one thing in particular. They are good at pooping. Gentlemen, I present to you the purpose of this city, what everything has been leading up
A
to.
poo
I
factory.
present the Poocano.
I liked his pee-pee. Oh. The editing is so strong! Oh my god. Halo music, no! No! They're getting devoured by the poo! Oh my god, dude.
In the ensuing Poonami, the entirety of was destroyed. Only one single person remained.
The poo
The Poo
man.
Man.
Yep, of course.
If you'd like to beat my record and claim even more lives, pre-order this fantastic game with my link. Goodbye.
That was terrifying. Okay, I really like that, chat. Except for the Poonami. That was very strong, chat. Go fucking check him out, bro. Poonami! The pooeth taketh, and the pooeth cometh.
Fire, 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 fire.